Hey everyone, welcome to a complete guide on the Silent Gear mod. It's a mod that seems super high-tech, innovative, and maybe a bit overwhelming, but don't worry, this guide will cover everything without taking 4 hours. Let's jump in. First, I'll show you the mods I'm using. Silent Leap is essential. Careless Leap is optional, but useful for Elytra crafting. It lets you craft different types of Elytra, which we'll see later. Silent Gear is the main mod, so you'll definitely need that. Curious API is another must-have mod. It adds this button here for accessing bracelets, rings, and backpacks. And finally, the must-have mod. Just enough items. Please get it. Without it, you won't be able to play this mod pack. It's not worth playing without it. Trust me. Alright, let's begin. First of all, we'll start by explaining the Silent Gear guide. Press R with just enough items open to see a book and template board. The template board is made with any log type and flint. This guide, when right-clicked, takes you to their website with a complete wiki. It explains everything about the mod. Don't worry though, I'll explain everything you need to know. Next, we have the blueprint package. When starting a world, you'll begin with this. Right-click to open it for the main tools. A stick, pickaxe, shovel, axe, dagger, knife. Got carried away there. We also have the katana and a shield. Then randomly they'll give us one of these outfits. This time it's the katana, but we might get a machete, sword or spear. To understand how these blueprints work. What's this? I don't know, it's confusing. I'm quitting the mod. No. How do these blueprints work? Let's take the most basic one, which is the stick. We grab the stick, press U on it as it shows there. Press U to see recipes in the jar. It's written right there. Super easy. Press U and you'll say, wow, amazing recipe. The stick and 2 more sticks, that's right. As you can see, it shows all types of sticks you can use. Below stick or netherwood stick, it says tool rod. That's crucial where it says tool rod, as it refers to the item category. If I take this stick now, well, it doesn't show for this one, very funny. But if I take this pickaxe, for example, if I press control, it shows me a bunch of info, binding, coating, grip, and so on. We'll see what that means later. But if I press U, it shows the materials I can use. Gear material, left control. Basically, I can use rock or metal to craft a pickaxe. When we get an iron ingot, I won't show more materials yet. Press control on iron ingot. Ingredients, gear, grade, metal category. So I can use it for a pickaxe. For the handle, we need to get different sticks. 2 sticks must be of the same type. We'll get sticks, and you'll think that's pretty cool. Now you might ask about the statistics section. Let's press control. Well, it's not very useful here. Let's move on. What we're going to do is craft our pickaxe, okay? If we take the pickaxe tool and use it, we'll see it asks for either a metal or a rock, right? We remember that, don't we? I just explained it. So what we're going to do is this, crafting here, which asks for a metal or a rock. It can be any material we want. We, being very basic, are going to use stone. But you can use any other metal, eh? You can mix materials here. It's crazy, that's the fun of the mod. You can mix minerals and such. But let's take it easy. We'll start here. So we take the stick we crafted and the stone pickaxe. We grab a crafting table, we place it, and we'll get it by putting the stick and pickaxe, or the pickaxe part. We get a pickaxe. Boom. There we go. We've got our first custom pickaxe. As you see, you won't need to craft blueprints, okay? That is, even though there are tons of blueprints, once you get or craft it, that's it. It's permanent. You don't need to craft it again. So that's good. As you can see, now it's working. If I press control, it shows the stats and it displays statistics. Harvest tier, which means mining speed. It has the mining speed of a stone pickaxe. Durability 131, efficiency and repair 100%, value enchantment 5, which is enchantment value level 5. Harvest speed 4, which is mining speed, damage 2 points. And attack speed minus 2.8, very cool. Then if we look above, just below where it says stone pickaxe, it says traits, anxiety 1 and flexible 2. You might ask, what's that? Well, if you press left shift, it shows the enchantment descriptions. So it says anxiety 1 improves XP dropped from blocks and mobs. So when we break ores with this pickaxe, we'll be getting more experience. Flexible 2 occasionally takes less damage. In other words, it's a kind of durability, meaning it's less likely that when you break something, it loses durability. Okay? So this is a super basic pickaxe. It has very few stats. It's very basic, right? I wanted to start with this because if I showed pro level materials, you'd see that, just the ingot. For example, the azure ingot, just the ingot fills the whole screen, right? Look how much this takes up. Now, look at the ingot, okay? I didn't want to scare you. I know some of you might be worried now. Don't be, alright? Next, we have template boards, okay? Which we had to craft earlier. If we wanted to make the book guide, template boards are made with an iFlint and any log, and we use them to craft blueprints that we had before, okay? These have only one use. You might say, I don't want them. Good choice, okay? But I'll show you. If you press U, you'll see all the crafting recipes, okay? Again, they're single use. Not worth it, okay? I get why they're made for early game use, but at the start of the game. But really, the blueprint. Okay, 4 pieces of paper and blue dye. Yes, blue dye needs lapis lazuli, whatever you prefer. But the thing is, there's the paper, and with blueprint paper, you can craft perfect. You can craft all other blueprints, okay? You'll say, there's 12 pages. Yes, all blueprints include these here, okay? This mod adds tools we'll see later. Gear will check out and extra stuff, okay? Like coating, which is a type of covering, okay? That is, we can cover our bow with a layer of gold. Because it gives certain properties, we have the stick. What do you need for any crafting? We have the tip upgrade, we have the string. If we want to craft a bow and we want the string to be made of a specific material, well, there we have it, right? Then we have this book crafting, okay? With the book 1 wool 1 golden template board. And this book basically lets us right click store the different blueprints. And if you CTRL click, you select it, and it's basically a way to, instead of having all these blueprints in our inventory, every time we want to craft, put all blueprints inside the book. So we don't have to carry around 140 blueprints in our inventory every time we want to make a pickaxe. Okay, so there you have it. Here's a book with everything, all set up looking just like this. Again, control left click, select. Now we'll be crafting the slingshot, for example. Alright, there are different materials we'll explain how to get. First up are the flax seeds. You'd normally find these in planes from flax flowers. If you can't find them, check mineshaft chests. They always have seeds. Still no luck? Try trading with the mod villager, the GR villager. You might ask, what if I still can't get them? Corel Tombstone mod has a seed bag that gives random game seeds. It doesn't give all, but most of them. You can install this mod to get the seed if you want, and the Corel Tombstone mod is typical. When you die, a grave appears. Right click it to store all your inventory. If you don't want to play the mod itself, I have a guide for it. If you just want that feature, you can do it too. Next, we have fluffy seeds. You can find these in the forest, same as before. Some say you can get them by breaking grass. I've broken lots of grass, sounds bad, but never got any. What are these items for? Flax is used to make fiber items. It says flax fiber right there. If I check flax strings categories, it shows organic and fiber. Fluffy is pretty much the same. Organic fiber, so it's used to make fiber items. We can use this for bow strings or other crafting. Lastly, we have the netherwood sapling, which is this tree here. This tree won't spawn naturally in the nether. We need to find its sapling in nether structure chests. What do we need it for? For netherwood, which has many crafting uses, properties, and cool stuff like netherwood charcoal. Netherwood charcoal might seem trivial, but it can burn 12 items, which isn't too shabby. I thought it was more. Then we have netherwood leaves. Those are materials too. Netherwood itself isn't, but the leaves are. And nether bananas, a late game item, are used for glitter and dust. This is end game stuff, but I'll show you anyway. We can also get netherwood sticks. Slightly better than normal sticks. Then we have tendons. Tendons are obtained by killing piglets. When you kill piglets, they might drop tendons. Apparently, some other animals drop them too. The pigs are enough. Next, we have the spider. From spiders, we'll get fine silk. Tendons can be crafted into tendon thread. Fine silk can be crafted into fine silk cloth. Just kill spiders to get fine silk. I got none after killing about 60 spiders. Keep in mind, it's a pretty rare drop. I killed 50 spiders before and got none. We have materials like board for crafting. This is found at diamond level. Crimestone iron ingot is found in the nether. Azure silver ingot is found in the end. We also have blaze gold ingot. These are all higher quality materials. Make it with metal compounding or crafting. I'll show you metal compounding later. Crimestone steel ingot makes metal alloy. That's the metal compounding I mentioned. We can use the metal alloy to get it. To get it first, we'll need 4 normal crimson ingots from the nether, 2 blaze rods, and magma cream. Next is the azure electrum ingot, 4 azure from the end, 2 gold ingots, and 1 ender pearl. Now let's get to the interesting stuff. Salvager. 4 crimson ingots, 1 obsidian iron block, and 1 piston. What does this item do? Let's grab the pickaxe we crafted earlier. It decrafts our items. Put it in, and it starts decrafting. This item was made of wood and stone. It won't give 100% of the crafting materials back, but a good portion. Obviously, this crafting is very basic. We got 4 stone and 2 stick nuggets. Obviously, crafting here is basic, but as I said, to make a bow, you can use all these materials. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different materials. So if you disassemble a bow, you'll get a bunch of material. Then we have this table here. You can't craft it. I assume it's found in villages. It's for the GR villager. I say assume because I placed it and the villager ignores it, so I didn't investigate further. It doesn't work in my version. I've seen people talking about how it trades mod items and others say it works when they place the table. It doesn't work for me. Let's talk about enchanting. For enchanting, as you can see, when I hover over items, it shows enchantment value 37. Here, enchantment values are 14, 16, 10, 19. That would be the enchantment value. The higher the level, the better and more numerous enchantments we can get. To achieve this, besides good materials, we need good synergy. We'll look at synergy soon, but basically there are different tables where we can mix various materials. For example, a diamond with an emerald. Synergy is what you gain when you combine these materials. To get synergy, you need the same item. It says more synergy means better enchantments. It also mentions first the best. After testing a while, I found it's not always true. First the best means in crafting, like mixing diamond and emerald, put emerald first, then diamond. I follow this, but sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Then we have cutting and lining. These three elements are the cladding. It says outside lining and cutting is inside. The inner lining makes sense. Materials for cutting. Press Ctrl, hit U, hover over it, then press Ctrl again. Shows gold ingots, prismarine, netherite, and blaze. These are the materials we can use for cutting. For lining, we can use any type of cloth. What's cloth? Phantom membrane, leather, fine sealed cloth, any wool, and slime blocks. To craft, use U, grab lining, add wool or an item, and you've got the lining. Let's take a slime block, a lining, and use a crafting table with the slime block. Now we have a slime lining. What properties does it have? Stats. Armor gives knockback protection over 0.5 and bounce. It adds lightning bounce, okay? I guess it'll let us jump or something like that, right? We can do this with all these materials and different blueprints. So if you want, just to ensure you're following everything so far, as we're about to explain many tools, I think it's useful to show you how to make a complex tool so you can understand. So let's go ahead, alright? I won't focus on making it perfect. I mean, I'll just show you how to craft it. You can check the stats later. We're going to make a bow, okay? Let's grab the bow blueprint, alright? We've got it. It's crafted like this. Perfect, you have it, right? Okay, press U and we see that to craft it, we need a bow and a stick. And a string, so let's grab the stick blueprint and the string blueprint, okay? To start, we need these elements. First, let's press U, alright? We see that the materials the stick could use would be metals. Oh, the bow, sorry, the stick would be... Oh, sorry, I meant the bow would use metals. The stick uses... Let's see. Oh man, the stick uses... More of the same. Any type of material. Then we have the string, which will only use fiber elements, okay? That'd be ropes and such. So let's grab fiber elements first, alright? This is for the string. For the stick, iron ingots. For the bow, let's get creative. We'll use azure electrium ingots. Cool. Let's take the crafting table. Place it here. As you see, the bow needs 3 ingots, right? They need to be 3 of the same type, alright? 3 of the same type. I think I'll do it in blue. Let's use amethyst. Yeah, amethyst looks cooler. We'll set it to blue, okay? So amethyst, amethyst, amethyst. See the mix there? You might say it's all amethyst. Can I mix elements? Well, it seems not, okay? I thought we could, I must admit, okay? I thought so before, but nope. Just kidding, okay? Unless it lets you put 3. No, it doesn't. It's not possible, okay? They must all be the same. I'll show you how to mix elements later, don't worry. We have the bow here, okay? This is the bow part. So this blueprint's done. Now for the stick. We wanted iron ingots for that. Right? Let's go with iron ingots, okay? Stick blueprint's done. Now the string. We'll make it from fiber. Perfect. It needs 3 fiber. Let's add it. Obviously, this isn't the most optimized way, but I don't care. Let's add the bow, stick, and fiber. There's our amethyst bow with magnetic 3, which attracts nearby items. It'll give us flexible 2 for resistance and renew 1 for slow self-repair. Man, this turned out pretty overpowered. Durability of 210 harvester iron, right? Range damage of 3 by 3.2 comma, okay? And an enchantment of 9. We can see the construction here, right? Now you'll ask, is this all? No, that was just the normal crafting, okay? Now comes the interesting part, alright? Since we've done the crafting, if I go to the blueprint and press left control, it shows all possible bow upgrades. It says I can add binding, coating, cord, 2 strings, grip, misc, tool rod, and tip upgrade. I can add everything, see? All those are blueprints. The 2 strings option seems fishy to me though. Let's see. Testing it out now. Yep, it works. It's possible, but there's no change, right? Crack? I mean, it's doable, but no change. Okay, that's fine. So I've prepared some alternatives here just to show you it can be much cooler, okay? Now we'll use gold, make everything gold. Next, we'll take the grip, cover it, make it gold. Not sure how many ingots. Oh, the grip isn't made of gold. Let's see. Utility. It's made with, with fiber elements like cloth. So let's find cloth. We'll put 3 cloth. These, okay, we'll use 1 cloth, sorry. Let's get the coating. The coating was made with fiber. Let's see. Well, I'm being recorded right now. It's made with, oh no, that's right. It's made with gold. There it is. Now let's finish and do it with the binding blueprint, which is made with gold. Let's go there. So now we take the bow and put all this on it. And I want to tell you, it's not necessarily better, okay? In fact, it shows right there that the durability has decreased. It's gone from 210 to 189. There are more enchantments, I'll give it that. Not much else though. So it doesn't always mean an improvement. We should try to find elements that work well together. Got it? The materials I used aren't great, but that's fine. Now we have our amethyst bow. It's covered, and you can keep tweaking it. Probably more than I did. But I'll leave it at that as a quick example. It's good for learning how to craft various items. This way we can also make and customize arrows. I showed different materials you can use for arrows and crafting, but if you grab the arrow and use U, it shows which elements you can use and which are worth it. For instance, netherite isn't worth it as it's too heavy for arrows. Here's how to combine an elytra. Place it, press Ctrl, and it shows coating, lining, and miscub grade options. I have the coating and lining here, but the miscub grade often isn't needed. But here's the miscub grade where we could add the red card, so let's do that. And here I have different elements for the coating. No, that's for the lining, this is for coating, and the rest for the elytra. Okay, now for hammer tools. What does the hammer do? Well, it allows us, besides, we can craft it, no problem. I'll try not to craft them all, or we'll take too long, and that's not the plan. Hey, the hammer was... It doesn't accept iron. Well, that's a shame. We've got the hammer there, the top part. We take the stick, add iron, and now we have an iron hammer. Basically, what this tool does, I think it was, let's see, it lets us make powders. There it is. Craft powders from different elements. That's one of its functions. It also lets us mine in a 3x3 area. You know, the typical mod hammer that mines 3x3. Well, it does that. Then we have the knife. Blueprints. Daggers. High durability, less damage and speed. Daggers. More damage and speed, less durability. Spears have more range and reach. We have the katana. It's a faster but weaker sword than classic ones. Katanas can reach further than standard swords. Shells give us better visibility. We have the prospector hammer. Right-click a block to scan for nearby ores. It'll inform you if ores are found. There's the sickle blueprint. Sickle breaks plants in an area by breaking one. There's the slingshot. It allows us to shoot projectiles. We have machete, paxel, excavator, hammer, and saw. Excavator is useful for making paths. For saw info, press U twice and check details. The saw automatically breaks a tree when you right-click it. Next, we have the Refabricator. It has this character with the board found at diamond level and beyond. It works with cloth slime fever to make mixed fabrics. To get silk, we mix these two fabrics. It must be the same type of yarn or cloth. Control click shows the type, listing fiber or cloth. I made a mistake and it disappeared. Let's put the same fiber types and we get the result. Remember I mentioned synergy for enchanting earlier? Well, here it is. Synergy 111%. This item now has flexibility 4, luck 1, minus 5% repair, plus 2.21 magic armor. There are many types. We can also use cloth here to get more options. This helps us combine fabrics, saving us from using two separate pieces, or joining them for crafting. I remember when I mentioned you can have a pickaxe with different minerals? Well, first you gather the minerals, then craft it all from the same type. This works similarly with cloth and fiber. Next we have the Crystallizer, crafted with azure, electrum, and ingot. It also uses diamonds, emeralds, gold blocks, and purple blocks. Basically, this element mixes minerals together, just like we did with cloth and fiber, but for minerals. For example, mixing diamond and emerald gives you dimeral. It's a mineral with similar attributes to diamond and emerald, but slightly better. So these are all the materials we can mix. Then we have the metal alloyer. This is the crafting process. It basically creates metal and powder compounds. What used to be for gems, I think, is now for this. Well, this is for metals. You might ask, what's the use of this thing? If we look at utility, it shows some preset mixes like crimson, Tyrian, high carbon steel, and blaze. It has more alloys, but doesn't show results as they're complex mixes of minerals for better outcomes. So you can do this. Grab different minerals, pop them in, and mix them up. Here with Sirius, the Tyrian steel alloy ingot has 83% synergy. That's not a very high synergy. Here we have the tip upgrade, which improves the tool's tip. It can be used for various different tools and such. I guess it's also for... We have various upgrades here called misc upgrades, and each has its own crafting recipe. To craft this item, you need to follow this recipe. For the base upgrade, you need these materials. The spawn upgrade lets pickaxes work like hoes. Put it on the crafting table with a pickaxe to make the pickaxe function as a shovel. The run maker allows excavators to... Oh, I see. Right-clicking creates a 3x3 path instead of 1x. The white plate extends hammers and excavators' range by 1. It can't be stacked though. The red card allows the object to break. By default, objects won't fully break, they'll just show as broken, but it doesn't break completely. Then we have these upgrades called repair kits. As you can see, we're nearing the end. Look at all we've covered. I've been explaining for quite a while. My throat's even getting dry. Here are the different kits. Press R to see their crafting recipes. The blue repair kit is the best with 50% repair efficiency. It repairs half each time, or it repairs half, which means the same thing. Well, it's not exactly the same, but to repair 100%, the result is the same. It says it's used to repair gear items, meaning gear mods. So, how does it work? Well, if you have a... Alright, let's show it. Did I craft anything? Oh, look, the amethyst bow. I have this amethyst bow. Let's go to where... I put the anvils here, but honestly, I get why I put it as a repair reference, but it doesn't make much sense, does it? So, forget about the anvil. Let's grab some arrows too. I suppose we can shoot them, right? Oops, I just lost the bow. We got it back. Okay, so here I have my bow, right? There it is, shooting arrows. Boom! Right, it repairs itself, that's true. Remember it had self-repair? Well, there we have it, okay? And it picks up items from afar, see? There are objects it's collecting thanks to the magnet effect. So now we have a slightly damaged bow, right? What we'll do is grab the azure, okay? We put amethyst in this box, we can fill it or just put the bow in. And there we have the repaired bow. We left click, use one amethyst, and the bow's repaired. Got it, it's that simple. Let's keep going. Oh wow. We've got the gear mod kit. I just cleared the bow from my inventory. Remember all the crafting we did to make this bow? Literally everything. It was quite an elaborate crafting process. The gear mod kit made with 4 iron ingot template boards and sticks allows us to... It's crafted like this. Basically, by pressing Z or C. See what happens when I hover the cursor? It says remove a part type. And there it says upgrade type. No upgrade type, so I can't remove it. No misc upgrade. No lightning upgrade. It does have a grip. I click here and the grip appears here. See? It removed the bow's grip. I'll do it again. It has a coding. Remove. There's the coding. Remember we made it gold. There it is. That's what it's for. Now we have the material graver. It's made with 3 blaze rods, an advanced upgrade base from gold and diamond nuggets, okay? And the basic upgrade made with these materials. So as you can see, it says tiered ore, but that's not what the desktop tells us. So what does that mean? It means you need to use a tier modifier, which could be glowing dust, blazing dust, or glittery dust. Here are the crafting recipes for glowing and blazing dust. To get blaze, you need the hammer, remember? Hammer plus blazing gives you the dust. Glittery dust is the top tier element. Remember I mentioned it with netherwood? You get nether banana and glowstone dust, and that's the highest level. So, what's the difference between tiers? The chances of getting a more valuable item. Here I've made different elements. This one shows an S. What does S mean? It means the result is S. Wait, let's start from scratch. These were already working. Let's take this and use a diamond to explain it better. So, as I said, you need to put a mineral with a diamond. I assume ingots work too, since diamond is a gem. Let's see. Yes, they do work as well. Basically, it works for any type of material. We'll use a diamond to avoid confusion and add the level 1 powder, tier 1. When I put it in, you'll see that Mr. Dust here has transformed the mineral to grade C. If I put it in again, it'll re-level the diamond. It's now at level B. I say I'm not interested. Give me something else. I don't like this. It levels up again. I'll do it again. Max level is max, but now I got SS. This doesn't usually happen. This is quite rare. There it is, I got a tier C. Why did it restart without me saying so? Because C tier is lower than the double S tier I have here, see? This one's still double S tier. So, it's like I got an A tier, but this is double S. We won't downgrade, so I'll try again. It'll keep trying until it gets triple S instead of double S. Then I manually reset it. Here, for example, I've set it to triple S. If I reset it, it'll try for tier 2, keep trying and trying. It got double S, but keeps going till the next level, which is the max tier, okay? That's what this one's after. Double, triple S, seeking max tier. This one too got it. It'd be cool if this one did it too. In fact, one way to speed up the process would be to double the maximum level, right? This is max level, so we go boom, 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 and eventually one will hit, okay? So what's this useful for? If you have a double S diamond, let's see if I can grab it, okay? I'll take the normal diamond. What we'll see is if I press control, the stats have changed a lot, okay? Well, by a lot, I mean they're better, okay? They haven't changed drastically, but they're notably better, okay? The enchantments seem to be the same, okay? The enchantments don't change, but the stats are much better. Look, we got a maximum there, okay? And at max level, it's even better, okay? This is maximum level. So, we can do this with all materials. And what's this useful for? For instance, if we wanted to make that amethyst bow, we could use max level amethyst to craft a super overpowered bow. Next, we have the metal press, right? The metal press is crafted like this, see? Iron rods, a Tyrian ingot, 4 Oceana blocks. It's for making metal plates. These metal plates are only used for crafting armor pieces like boots, helmets, well, all types of armor really. Elytras and shields too, got it? You might ask, why not use regular materials instead of compressed plates? Well, first off, when you put in a... Let's try it out. Let's grab some iron, okay? When you put in 1 iron and it's compressed, you get 2 plates instead of 1, see? So right off the bat, it's doubling your materials. There's the iron. If I control click, we'll see the durability and stats are the same. Well, same, but with multipliers too. That's what the metal press is for. Then there's the Starlight Charger, mainly complex due to the blaze gold block. What's it for? We need to build a 3x3 structure. I'll set it tonight, /time set midnight. We need to make it 3x. You see 3 blocks here. 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, it should be 7x7, not 3x. Put the charge in the center. We need 2 block pillars at each point. On the 3rd block, we place one of these special blocks, either Crimson Steel, Azure Electrum, or Tyrian Steel block. Tyrian steel is the highest level. What are these different blocks for? They serve a purpose theoretically. Using crimson steel lets you use blaze gold dust for tier 1. It's called a Starlight Charger, yes. If I take, for example, a diamond, and I take, let's see, it's called dust. I don't remember what it was. Star metal, right? I take a diamond and the star metal dust, which is tier 3. It says so there. Starlight Charger Catalyst, tier 3. Each has its own crafting recipes. You'll need to look into that yourselves. As you see, star metal's the trickiest, made with 2 azure powders, 1 normal azure powder, a blaze gold dust, and a nether star fragment. We'd need to kill a wither. Then you take the diamond. It's charged because it only charges at night. Put the diamond in, add the powder to upgrade it to tier 3. Note that it'll use 100,000 energy. So if there's not 100,000 energy, it won't work, and after a while... I'm not sure if I saved it here. No. Okay, well, it's going to finish. There it is, making a star charger, making a star charger from the diamond. And now comes the cool part, because if I take a normal diamond now, a normal diamond and a star charged one, there's a big difference, and it's quite significant. For instance, a level 3 star charged might be twice as good as a normal diamond than a regular diamond. Now you might ask, can I charge a star charged diamond to the max? Yes, you can do that. You can star charge any item. I think you can do it with ingots too. I'll try it out just in case. Let's see, there it is. Of course you can. You can do this with ingots, gems, and materials. Metals, I mean. You can star charge and even upgrade its tier. So you can improve your tool to incredible levels and add options to, well, you know. Lastly, I'll show you jewel tools for making bracelets, ornaments, and rings. This works like everything else. I'm just showing you quickly. To craft a ring, go to inventory, put this, and equip it like bracelets. So that's it. That's the whole mod. After all this, it took less than an hour to explain. I had to watch 4-hour tutorials to make this guide, so please subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. See you in future videos.